So my original guess was that they were gonna have Samoa Joe hold on to the title until the final belt and the final battle. And this will actually bring me back to what I was gonna say was, so it feels like with these AEW champions having these, it's because they're trying to sell final battle buys and to kind of show Warner Brothers like, hey, look, we sold Final Battle, did all of these buys, and we sold out what we thought was going to be the Hammerstein ballroom, but apparently is not really going to be Hammerstein. So there was a rumor. We'll let Kyle go off on his tirade if he would like to. So there was a rumor for like a few hours yesterday. Or maybe it was Thursday.
It was a nice couple hours.
It was a nice couple of hours where, because there had been rumors that AEW was doing a pay-per-view on December 29th. Our final battle's typically second week of December, so people really didn't think that the 29th was going to end up being final battle. Then there was a brief rumor that it was going to be on the 29th, and it was going to be at Hammerstein Ballroom, where ROH has a lot of history. This would be the perfect venue for ROH for Final Battle. And then a couple hours later, I think it was Wrestling Observer was like, no, that's not actually what's happening. And Kyle had a really great tweet, which I will let him tell you about.
Yeah, first of all, Hammerstein only holds about, 2,000 people, give or take, right in that neighborhood, maybe 1,800, 2,000. With the way you've treated ROH to this point, I don't think it's reasonable or rational even to expect a big number, 5, 7, 10,000. Right. And so the reasons to hold something like that at Hammerstein are so many. It has enormous history in ROH. You've held multiple final battles there. Mm-hmm. Amazing legendary matches. Bryan Danielson versus Takeshi Morishima. Kevin Steen versus El Generico in the Fight Without Honor. Tyler Black and Austin Aries going to a 60-minute draw.
And that was where Adam Cole became champion for the first time, right? Was that in Hammerstein when he finally won the world championship at Final Battle? Was that? I can't remember if that was at Hammerstein or if that was a different venue.
I would honestly have to look it up. It might have been.
It may have just been. Maybe I'm just thinking of Final Battle.
They hit a point where for about 7 or 8 years, it felt like they were at Hammerstein every year for Final Battle. Mm-hmm. But the point being, it's a smaller venue.
Yeah.
So it will look bigger and more full. The crowd will be electric. And it has critically important history to Ring of Honor.
Right.
These are all huge positives to do this. Why would you not do it there?
Yeah.
And instead you're gonna, put it in some big standard minor league hockey arena or something that'll hold about 12,000 people and will be half empty. Mm-hmm. And the crowd might be fine, but I'm so torn because for years watching the original Ring of Honor, I wanted it to have this level of stadium import because I knew that it was such an amazing product.
Sure.
And now that it's getting it, I'm still a little annoyed. I guess partially because it doesn't feel like it's getting it with the same kind of care that it had under Gabe Sapolsky or under Kerry Silken or
Yeah, and I would agree with that. And so that's why it does feel like regardless of wherever Final Battle is, that part of the reason that they have the title on these bigger names is because they're trying to sell tickets to Final Battle wherever it's going to be. And if they are trying to do a bigger venue, then you're probably going to need, MJF and Samoa Joe and the Elite or the Hung Bucks to be there to sell these tickets. But is this going to be, and that's another thing, is this going to be their first time on Honor Club, or are they gonna be in Honor Club leading up to Final Battle, or is all of this going to play out on AEW television in the hopes that the AEW fans will buy Final Battle?
I don't think it necessarily has to be mutually exclusive. I think that for starters, if you want to drive up subscriptions to Honor Club, then you need to have things of import and people of import happening there.
Yeah.
For weeks now, you've existed in this weird dichotomy of, people aren't buying because nothing important happens. Well, nothing important happens because people aren't buying.